Hey guys, this is Rachel Youngson here from WholeFoodPLR.com and UsePLR.com, and we are doing the second part of our video series with making the cover to an ebook. So when you get your PLR and you see that it's got a cover that comes with it, you may not like the cover. You may want to make it unique to yourself and your business, which I highly recommend. It's a really quick and easy way to make that PLR look like it came from you. So I am going to use one of my favorite tools here. It's called eCover Authority. So essentially, I will go into JVZoo and I will go into my purchases, and I'll find the eCover Authority purchase, and I'll go right here, access my purchase, and I don't actually have my username and password. I have to put this into my Chrome extension, and the reason is because I have this thing on Chrome called LastPass, and it remembers all my passwords for me because I have a whole lot of passwords and I really don't have time to deal with them. So as you can see, LastPass put them right in here. So then I'll log in. Excuse me. Alright, and then I have thank you for purchasing. I'll click here to access software. I don't worry about the other stuff that's in there. Alright, so now you see I have all of these different selections that I can use to make my eCover. I can make a spiral cover. I can make it look like a book. Down here you have even more options. You have like an open page book, software boxes, binders, CDs, CD boxes and CDs. You have tablets, phones. This is what I used to create my podcast image. Computers. It's all in here. So what I'm going to do for this report is I am going to use let's do this guy. So we'll do a couple of these so that you can see the difference between everything. So for this report, I'm going to go ahead and use this thick book because it's all about presentation. And then I'm going to click this arrow, create this cover. And then you'll see a lot of options come here, but we don't want any of these options. We're going to upload our own. Upload images. And then we'll just go down to the image that we created yesterday. And remember, we're looking for the one that has the writing on it. We saved both of them, but obviously we only want the one with the writing on it. Now it's uploaded here, so then we'll click this. Now this brings it into the view that it's going to, the way that it's going to appear when it's done. So as you can see, this box here, it can be moved around. I'll go ahead and do this. We'll pull this down. All right. Yep, that looks good to me. And as you can see, you have this image over here where you can see all the. It's not an exact, but it's a rough impression of what it'll look like. Actually, that looks a little better. Okay, so now I have this. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of a cold. And we're going to go up here to select and continue. Now here, I never really worry too much about what the image looks like here because I really don't see a need for this screen at all, honestly. I guess you can insert text here, but I never worry about anything here. Then you'll go over here to finalize. It usually doesn't take this long. I'm not sure why it's taking so long this morning. It's early here, maybe my computer is just as tired as I am, I'm not sure. Alright, so this, oh, there we go. Okay, so here's my image. I'm probably going to redo this because I don't like the way that it's centered. But, so here you have your image. One thing that I would always recommend is going over here to this background and clicking on transparent, and that makes this all checkered. What that tells you is that whatever screen you put this on, the background will automatically flesh to the background of the location that you're putting this image. So then you just go here and you would download. And then you would just save it from here. It's just that simple. Now, like I said, I'm going to reframe this a little bit. I don't really like the way that it's kind of up here on the, I don't know, I just don't like the way that it's sitting. But instead of worrying you with all of that, we're going to go ahead and create something new. So here we'll go to create new cover, and we'll do a couple more. So let's say we wanted to create a spiral. So we'd go over here to the spiral, we do the same thing, create this cover, go up here, upload your own, upload images, grab your image. Alright, this time we'll just grab the whole screen. There we go. Alright, select and continue. Go to finalize. Give it just a minute. This is really annoying. Like, literally, it usually doesn't take this long. There we go. There's your cover. Feeling the pressure on food. And of course, you know, if you don't like the way that something is sitting, like you don't like the way that the words are sitting, this is one of those instances where it's good to have the original image somewhere on your computer, because then you can take that image and go back into PicMonkey and redo the wording. So you could have it further across the top. You can put your name on the bottom. Once you see this, it allows you to go back and you can go back and recreate it if you need to. So that's why it's super important to keep those original images. Okay, so then again, we're going to go to transparent, and then we'll download. And then here's my second cover. Now we'll create a new one, and I'll show you what some of the other more popular choices look like. So let's say that we have a software box. We'll go ahead and create this cover. Upload, grab your image, double click, just bring the whole box in. And as you can see here, you have your you have like an image. All of these lines show you where the lines on the box are. So let's see. So I know right now that this isn't going to look the way that I want it to look. So in an instance like this, I would go back to the original image, and I would take that back to PicMonkey, and I would change the wording. I'd maybe move it, or maybe give it some different words, change the font size, things like that. But again, for the purposes of not keeping you here for 500 hours, we're just going to go ahead and roll with this. And there we go. So if you ignore, my faux pas up here at the top, you actually have a really nice image here. So then, of course, you make it transparent. I'm not even going to bother downloading this one. I'm really unimpressed with it. But again, that's just because of the placement of the wording. It's not because of the image itself. So then we'll create a new cover. Another thing that's really popular, let's say that you have a podcast. This is what I've used for my used PLR is going to be launching a podcast. I haven't done much with it, but that's our goal for the future. So I already created my picture. So we're going to upload images, grab this, click it, roll this up. Let's try it like this. Select and continue. Finalize. So, of course, if you were looking to create a podcast image, and when I say podcast image, I mean just something that you can put on your website so that people know, hey, this person has a podcast. You could probably link that image to a page on your website where you have your podcast listings. But there it is. It's pretty beautiful. So again, I would make that transparent, and then I would download that and throw it up on my website. This is also like if you create products and you have MP4s with your products or audios with your products. This is a nice image to use there too. So I don't need that, so we'll create a new cover and save. We have the tablet images, same thing, create new cover, upload image, double click, and this guy. Finalize. So as you guys can see, this is a paid tool. It's a one-time investment. So I bought it once and I have it forever. I use it very often in my creation of PLR packages and whatnot, and I really love it. I'm ashamed to say it took me, I guess, a little over a year before I decided that I would go ahead and buy a tool like this, but I have to tell you, it pays for itself because, you can use a graphics person and have them do all of this stuff for you, and I have a graphics person, I love her to death, but sometimes you're also on a budget, and when you're just starting out especially, you're on a very tight budget, and you don't necessarily know who you can go to that would be someone that you can trust with your money and things like that. So it's, sometimes in the beginning especially, it's about progress, not perfection. So this is a good investment so that you can, still create impressive things on your own. All right, so I'd go ahead and make this transparent, and I would download it, and there's my image. And we'll do one more. We'll do the computer, because that's something that a lot of people use. So like if you're doing a webinar or something like of that nature. Oh, there's a TV here too. Maybe that's a computer. I don't know. I'm very out of touch, so I'm not an electronics person. But so we're going to go ahead and use this computer, create this cover. So again, if I was doing a webinar, I would probably come in here, create an image, and And this way, anyone who comes to my site and sees this picture automatically knows that this is likely something that's related to something that they'll do online. I don't really know. I just think that this kind of emulates, to me at least, webinar or some kind of group discussion online or a group chat, something of that nature. But yeah, it's a great way to find pictures that kind of relate to whatever you're doing, and create them so that you can have them for your site. And there you go. So if I was doing a webinar, of course, I'd have like the word webinar in here. I would hyperlink this to a webinar registration page, probably, something of that nature, and transparent so that it will flush with whatever background that I have, and then I would just download it. So this is eCover Authority. You can go to racheladmires.me/eCover Authority. It's a great tool. I'd really recommend it. It is a small investment. It's less than $50, but it's definitely going to pay for itself. You see that I've done all of this creation from start to finish in roughly 30 minutes. And that's because I was talking you guys through it. So, you know, if I come in here on my own and do something, it takes me under 20 minutes to pump stuff out, pump images out, and that's a really big deal. So, all right, so this is Rachel from WholeFoodPLR.com and UsePLR.com. Have a great day.